This is the horoscope for Leo for September 2023. This is a horoscope for both Leo sun signs as well as Leo risings. Good news, we're starting off the month feeling a lot lighter and a lot less serious than we felt in August. Towards the end of August, the Sun and Saturn were opposing each other, and this created a bit of a downer mood. And for Leo, this doesn't feel very comfortable at all. So it probably felt super unnatural for you, being a little bit more in your negative feels. But thankfully, this is going to be gone at the beginning of September, and you should be back to your happy and chipper self. On September 4th, there's also further good news. So we have Venus, which is going direct in your sign, in the sign of Leo. And this is really good news. So you might feel like you're starting to shine again. You're starting to be your enthusiastic and your charismatic self as well. And you come off better. You seem confident. Your good looks are capturing everybody again. So overall, I think Leo, you should feel a lot more in the flow at the beginning of September. The next day, on September 5th, Jupiter is going retrograde in your house of career, in your house of public image. So see if you can take some time in September to reflect on, are there any missed opportunities when it comes to your career that you haven't taken so far that could really help you along the way? There's no need to necessarily take any action in September, but just take some time to notice and to reflect on what needs to change in your career. On September 15th, there is a new moon in your second house of finances. So you might find around this time that there is a new way of earning money, a new influx of money, a new idea that you have about how you can provide for yourself coming to you. And this could, of course, be very much related to Jupiter retrograde in your career house that allows you to get quiet and step back enough so that you see this new revenue stream being revealed to you. I would say keep quiet about what's brewing at least until the second part of the month, at least until the 16th of September. This is because Mercury is retrograde, but also up until that point, Mercury is opposing Saturn. And this can make it so that when you are communicating, you're a little bit of a downer, you're a little bit more negative. And I think as a Leo, you don't necessarily want to spread that type of energy around. So if you are going to do any major writing or speaking, public speaking, I would suggest moving it to the second part of the month. Mars in September will also be in your third house. So a lot of the focus that was on your finances in August is now on your communication. So see if you can use this wonderful energy and motivation and passion in your communication house to improve a little bit around the way you speak or the way you write. Maybe you want to take a course at this time to improve in that section. And we're ending off the month with a full moon in Aries in your ninth house. And this full moon is asking you to take a look at sort of the preparations you're doing behind the scene and if any of them need to be dropped. Is there something that you're doing in the background that you think is really necessary for the next step into your career, for the next big thing you're going to do? This full moon will show you that actually maybe that's not as important as you thought, and it's something that you should let go of. So overall, Leo, I think it's a really good month for you, the month of September. You're feeling yourself again, you're feeling lighter and happier. Things might be a bit slower with your career, but don't let that discourage you. Just use that time to reflect on what you learned about yourself with the Venus retrograde, to use that time to learn more about how you communicate and what's important for you there. And before you know it, you should be back to receiving your wonderful gifts in your career field as well.